What's up, guys? Wisdom Wednesday. Also, NCAA brackets come out tonight. I think I'm gonna make a video for every bracket. So 125 bracket, 133 bracket, etc. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna get too long and blab on too much, and you guys are gonna watch it all. And some of you guys only care about specific weight classes, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Wisdom Wednesday. This came up at one of my private lesson groups a few weeks ago. I was talking about how much I think scouting is stupid, and I went on about it, and I'm gonna go on about it today. But one of the things afterwards, what Dad said to me is, "Yeah, when I played college football, we very rarely worked on our own stuff. It was almost always preparation for what our opponents did, and to me, that's a misuse of your time." And so what I said was, "Hey, we should be spending the vast majority of time just working on our own skills." Okay? And if this is a coach, this is you working on your team. And listen, I'm talking about wrestling. I'm not going to talk about other sports right now. But if you get good enough at wrestling, there's just a lot of people you're not going to have to worry about. It doesn't matter what they do because you're just going to be so much better than them. You're just going to whoop them. As opposed to trying to spend time every week preparing for some specific skill set an opposing team or an opposing athlete has. If you just spend the vast majority of your time getting better at wrestling and getting better at your own skills, you're not gonna have to worry about that. So we're here in Wisconsin, so I'm gonna say a Kellen Wolbert or a Hawken Peterson. They've spent so much time improving their own skills. They don't, for those two, they don't have to worry about what anyone else in Wisconsin does because they're just gonna go kick their ass no matter what. Now, obviously, those are kind of extreme cases. Those are the two best kids in Wisconsin. But if you take even a step or two down from that, most of those kids don't have to worry about, we'll say, 90 to 95% of their opponents because they're just better than them. They're just going to beat them at wrestling positions. And so if they wrestle, they're going to win. And so the very worst thing you can do when scouting opponents, and like I said, I don't do this. I do this very rarely for my athletes. Once in a while, maybe for a state final, and I think the kid has some unique skill set, I'll go watch a few matches. But most of the kids, I don't even think it's worthy to watch them, worthy of the time of either myself and or my athlete to watch them. I think it's more important to build your own skills and worry about your own things. So, that being said, too, the very worst thing that you could do if you are scouting, some of you guys want to scout, you're not going to listen to me, you're going to scout no matter what. Don't overwhelm your opponent. Overwhelm your opponent. Don't overwhelm your athlete. And if this is you scouting, don't overwhelm yourself. The worst thing you can do is be thinking about 9 things that your opponent does. And I've heard parents and coaches do this. You got to watch out for this. And you got to watch out for this. And you got to watch out for this. And you got to watch out for this. It's like, holy crap. He's going to be spending so much time worrying about the 9 things that his opponent could do to him. He's going to spend no time thinking about what he should be doing to his opponent or where he should get his hand set or what attacks he should take. So if you are going to scout your opponent, maybe 1 or 2 things. Hey, he likes to dig an underhook on the right side. That's his best offense. Keep your elbow down. Hey, he's not going to shoot much. He's really defensive, so you can take a little more time setting up. Hey, he's really good on top. Maybe choose neutral instead of choosing bottom. Right? These are simple things. Pick 1 or 2 of them. For the love of God, don't tell him 9 things. 9 things. Having your athlete worry about 9 things is going to totally ruin the performance of your athlete because they're worried about 9 things and they're not worried about what they're doing. But if I go back to the original premise, I think most coaches spend entirely too much time watching other athletes. I just don't think it's that important. I literally almost never did this as an athlete. I was honestly, I very rarely watched myself. You know what I always did? I always watched people that are better than me. I said, what are the people who are better than me? And this is regardless of age, class, or weight. What are they doing? And why are they so good at wrestling? And I want to try to do the things that they're doing. That's what I spent my time watching film on. And still, when I watch matches, I mean, sometimes now I watch them for entertainment because I enjoy just generally watching wrestling, but I like watching the good guys and say, what are the good guys doing? What new innovations are they making that I can show my athletes that's going to help them be better, to help them be like this person, right? So I think that's really, really important. I think, just like I've said this about hard practices, sometimes coaches take almost too much pride in how much time they spend. They try to wear this as a badge of honor and, I spent 17 hours watching film this week. Like, Just teach you guys how to finish a high crotch on everyone. It ain't that hard. Like, you don't need to spend all that time watching the opposing team has a mean leg ride. Okay, like, so probably 3 of their kids are good at it and the other bunch is not. It's like, spend your time teaching your athletes how to wrestle. Don't spend your time having your athletes worry about what other teams are doing. And in the aggregate, over the course of time, that is going to be much, much, much better and much, much more productive. And if you're an athlete, the exact same thing. Spend very, very minimal time worrying about what your opponents are doing. Spend the high majority of the time worrying about what you're doing, okay? If you get good enough at wrestling, there's going to be a whole bunch of opponents where you just don't have to worry about what they do because your wrestling skills are really good and you're going to go out and implement the style that you want to implement to be effective. So that's my Wisdom Wednesday. Stop scouting so much. Stop worrying about scouting so much. Stop overwhelming yourself with what someone else is going to do and figure out how to get really good at wrestling by spending time on yourself.